Hello, my name is Carx82 and welcome back to my Gregtech New Horizons series. I have just been doing some more testing. As we can see, there's a fluid detector cover here, so trying to come up with some solutions. I am not very good at redstone, so we'll see how we end up doing with that. I really just wish it worked with Steve's Factory Manager, but not a problem. I know it's bugged at the moment, so not the end of the world. But I realized while kind of discussing how this works that my input hatch is actually limiting the process. So it does appear that it's going to use more fluid, but you use less items, which is fine. But I was kind of confused why I was getting less seaweed broth than I had heard other people were, and all of a sudden it like dawned on me, my input hatch is limiting it because it can use, it was only pulling 10 times the amount of fluid, but obviously it can only hold 16,000 millibuckets and it needs 1600 per process. So it was pulling 10, and that's where we were getting the 500 from. So I'm going to replace this with the input hatch. I guess ZPM. What would yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I've heard it can do 100 times if it is half full. So what would that be? I mean, is that right? 1600. All right, so 160,000 it needs. I could probably just do that one. Why don't we? Yeah, we'll just do a ZPM because I have ZPM on the other one. So let's try this. We'll put that there. Unfortunately, the one annoying thing is the way I have this set up is I can't. Oh, I can. Here, we'll do this. There's no easy way to like turn off the fluid from pumping in, but here, we'll do this. So it goes directly in there, and then we will pipe it in like this. So have a bit of a, I can like turn that off if needed, because having that directly against the thing wasn't really working. All right, so let's put all this stuff back in there. Go. So yeah, I have 4750 in there, and I'm assuming, let me turn this back on. I did a little a lever here so we could turn on and off the enriched rods, because that was annoying having to like pull those out manually and stop the thing. All right. So we got that in there. I could probably do a better pump, but I'm not going to worry about that. All right, so let's get that going again. So let's turn this on and see what we get. Yep, it pulled how many? 100 I don't know. I didn't see how much it pulled, but we should get a much larger amount. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. But again, I still don't, I guess, yeah, the more you put in the hatch, I guess the more you would, I don't know. Let's turn this off and see what we get. So 4750. Actually didn't see how much we used, unfortunately. Like, I'm guessing, well, I don't know. See, I would have thought it wouldn't have pulled that much out of it because this isn't half full. I thought like closer to half full. According to the tooltip, it would start pulling more and more of the fluid, but it seemed to pull the entire amount. Maybe not. So it produced, all right, we're getting much better ratio here. What did there was 8850 minus 4750. So we got 4100. That, yeah. And it gets, yeah, 4100. So it did 82 processes is what I'm kind of seeing. Let us do this. Turn it on again. So what did it pull from there? 23. So it pulled 161,000 there. That's just about... I feel like that pulled more than I thought it was going to. So 160... That pulled 101 processes, so in theory I should get 5,000 from this. If that is... or 5,050. So I should get 13,900 when this finishes. There we go. All right. So that is... All right. So this makes this way less like intimidating as I originally thought it was going to be. For sure. All right. So this can actually produce this quite a bit. Now each circuit needs 128,000 of that fluid. So the seaweed broth or whatever. Now, I'm kind of... See, this is the other thing. That did full efficiency, and this output hatch is not half full. So that's the other thing that's kind of confusing me. It did 101 times the efficiency boost, but it says keep output hatch half full. So that doesn't seem... That seems like it's bugged, I think. Yeah. All right, but that... All right, let's do one more last thing here. We'll let this run, and we'll see. I'm assuming I'm going to take 8 aningirium and then 1 stack of seaweed. Let's... Yep. So, I mean, this dramatically decreases the amount of seaweed that we're going to need. Much, much lower. So if we're looking at, what is that? So we get, what did I say? 5,050. Man, I should get a clipboard for all this math that we're doing. I'm always saying I shouldn't worry about math, but... All right, so we need, per circuit, we need 128,000 millibuckets. That'll get us the 8,000 that goes into, let's do 8,192 seaweed. So for 128, we get what? 50 millibuckets per 64 of the seaweed. Is that right? Yeah, we should get 2450. Wait, no. I can't do math. 19 something. Yeah, 1895. So that was 64. Yeah. So we got 5,050 millibuckets from 64 seaweed. So how many processes do we need? So 128,000 millibuckets divided by 50, about 25. So we need 25 of those. Actually, about 26. It doesn't go unevenly. And then, so 26 times... Yeah, so we need 26 stacks of seaweed. The actual seaweed. So that is 1,664. I I should probably do like T seaweed. So we only need 1664 of this seaweed per circuit, Bioware circuit. I mean, that is much, much more reasonable. All right, so this is definitely not anywhere near as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. So this will pull, yeah, 160. If I do this. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so we only need 1664 seaweed if we do it with full efficiency. Now, obviously, this is our limiting factor here now. That unknown water is a bit annoying too, but we go through it pretty slow. So we need to speed this up, like, dramatically. Because we are not producing this stuff anywhere near fast enough. Yeah, so this is fine. Metallic acid could probably be sped up. Yeah, we can probably speed this up as well, if needed. So really, the main issues here are stem cells and agar. We're fine on salt for now, but that probably will become an issue at some point. I mean, we have 160,000 salt, and yeah, but that's definitely going to become an issue sooner than later, that is for sure. So the agar is it's limited by the bone production. That is the main issue with that. And then yeah, and then stem cells is also limited. All right, so I'm thinking we need to disassemble those eggs. So I need to get a better disassembler, that's for sure. And these things are kind of annoying to make. For sure. So what's the thing on this? Where are you? And 96 seconds for IV. So what would it be? It would be 48 seconds for LUV, 24 seconds for ZPM, 12 seconds for UV. And that's still pretty slow, 12 seconds per egg. Does this work in a processing array? That's something we could maybe do. I do have this stuff. Maybe, yeah, I have no idea if that's actually going to work with a disassembler. Can you put a disassembler in a processing array? I feel like you probably can't. I probably need to test that a little bit here. Right, so let me cut here and do a little bit more testing. Turn this off, but man, I love having this so much copper. The only issue is we're filling up with gold combs and the slag combs, but I'm just gonna let that run for a little bit because I'm getting a very large amount of copper from that. And also I did find air bees have the fastest worker, so I'm actually pretty close to that. I have supernatural and ethereal. I just need to breed some windy, and I can get some air princesses, so we can breed faster into this. So these bees are actually they're only fast. I can get to speed up ×2. So I mean, yeah, that's pretty hilarious. But I got to figure out what to do with like this. Oh, and the other thing is the centrifuge will not input. I have the bee comb output thing on the large centrifuge, but these machines, which are actually kind of cool, is they won't input anything that isn't like a viable recipe. So it's actually not inputting those 2 combs because those can't be processed in a centrifuge. So that's actually pretty cool. That I can leave those in there and it's not actually going to do that. So there is no centrifuge recipe, so that won't go in there. But anyway, let me do some testing here. I want to see if we can get that. I think this needs to be sped up. So let me see if we can. I highly doubt we can put the disassembly. I'm pretty sure I tried that before and it didn't work. But I mean, I feel like that was like hundreds of episodes ago. So let me cut here and we'll come back. All right, I'm over at my chicken farm and I've actually raised the spawner up one because what I noticed, I had a lot of times the chickens were getting stuck underneath, and what I've noticed is when they spawn, they kind of float down, and I think sometimes when it's on the ground, they're spawning and falling through the floor. So I'm going to see if that makes a difference, because the issue was when it would spawn enough and they would get trapped underneath, they weren't being killed by these spikes. And then the spawner, I think it checks to see how many mobs are in the area, and if there's too many mobs in the area, it won't spawn anymore. So it was kind of breaking the spawner because they would fill up with the chickens underneath. But I think, I don't know, we'll see how that goes, see how they kind of like spawn up and then float down. But we'll leave that. I have set up the thing that I used to have in the main building. This whole setup I just moved to a new setup, and I tried to see if the disassemblers worked in the processing array, and they don't. I didn't think they did. I feel like I tried that before and they didn't work. But I have gone ahead and crafted up a ultimate deconstructor, and I mean, it's actually pretty expensive, to be honest. It's the 4 robot arms, so that actually is quite expensive with the circuits that you need. I think, yeah, they're 2 UV circuits each, so that's 8. So this needs 10 UV circuits. But anyway, every time I do those big crafting things, I kind of get a chance to optimize all my big crafting recipes. So I changed platinum and copper to smelt much bigger quantities. I think I do a stack at a time in the recipe as opposed to 1 at a time, because that was definitely a bit of an issue. But I don't know if I'm actually, it depends on the size of the chicken. So this is 20 seconds. This is 7 ounce. All right, so it's doing 7 ounce chickens, but sometimes when it jumps to like a smaller one, it's less than a second. So yeah, we'll see how we do here. We have, yeah, we're back up to 600. I used about 2,000, and we were basically out. So yeah, all right, there is that. And get this back going, I guess. So that is hopefully the stem cells situation taken care of. I don't know for sure though, but I do have a storage bus on there, so we could see them. Did something, I feel like, didn't I just have way more than that? Oh. Is that? Wait, what? Is there? It looks like there's 665 stem cells in those pipes. Okay. That's weird. That's a lot of stem cells in that quantium pipe. Oh well, we'll just let that run. So, yeah. I think we're ready. Let's get... I'm going to leave this for now and kind of just keep adjusting. I definitely think we're going to need to figure out this. I don't know if there's a better way to get them. mean, this isn't a viable way. There is this. I don't really know how this actually works. Like, I'm assuming this is going to be on like a... Yeah, you'll get insects from that. Leather boots, water bottles. So, I mean, it does kind of like a... Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be a viable source of bone. Because it's going to pull a whole bunch of different stuff. Like, there is a 14 that does a whole bunch of the food, or the fish, but 15 looks like it's a whole bunch of, like, random... Yeah, it has a whole lot of just junk, basically. I would have to avoid all this except for the bone, but maybe we could check out... I don't know, maybe. Crafting up these things is so annoying because all the different... Yet another... Like, every single one of these is... Well, wrought iron, that's easy, but... Yeah, I'm gonna have to come up with a new alloy and recipes, and it's just... Oh my god, every single one has new... Steel, carbon, phosphorus, silicon, aluminum, sulfur, manganese... Yeah. I don't know, we'll see. What do the aquatic casings do? I think we do have Eglin though, but I would have to do water type. I don't know. Something to maybe think about. I'm almost just thinking I should... Well, I need to. Why don't I go ahead and start... crafting up more... corpse plants, I think. Yeah. I'll probably just do that, I think. I really need to sort out my farming situation. Because I'm pretty sure this can actually go in a square, as opposed to the diamond shape. So I'm actually, like, way underutilizing the amount of space I can get from this size farm. But yeah, I think I'm going to start... I just need to craft up a whole bunch more corpse plants, I think. I mean, unfortunately, they're not going to grow that fast. I mean, they grow relatively fast with the 23 growth, but... Does this drop down to... It does drop down to stage 1. Yeah. Because I was thinking if it... Like, these plants only drop down to stage 2, so technically I think you can have these growth all the way up to 31 without any, like, repercussions. But if it drops down to stage 1, then the weed can take over kind of thing. But I'm not going to get... I don't think I'm going to worry about that. Got exploding chickens over here. I wish there was a way to stop that, but... I think there is. Let's see. Alright, I think... Yep, we're running into the same issue again. I don't know how to deal with this. Absolutely no idea how to stop the things from getting stuck down there. Yeah, how do I stop these from falling? I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. And do I raise it even more? I don't know. The problem is I haven't seen what happens. I don't know if they're spawning on the ground and falling through, or they're falling in somewhere. I really don't know. Anyway, enough of that. Let me get sorted out here. I kind of want to get... Let's start processing some of this seaweed. So I did a whole bunch of processing, and we have 8,871 seaweed. So technically that is enough for one of those Bioware circuits. Let's take a look at... Let's craft up some of that... Yeah, see if we can get some of those biocells going. Is it biocells that we... trying to remember. Raw biomedium, that's what it is. All right, so this we need. We need to set up an extractor. Well, that's easy enough. I already have a thing set up. So let's get... Unfortunately, I don't have enough of these. So like that can go, but that's I'm just gonna have to avoid that. And that will go, right? Because this is a... It has to be 64, right? Yeah. All right, so I'm just gonna have to avoid these, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. Now, I am noticing... Yeah, the extractor will get clogged up, unfortunately, unless there is an exact amount. So, yeah, that's going to be a bit of an issue. Oh, wait, does this need to be... This probably has to be UV, right? I feel like it... Yep. Alright, well, I don't even have to worry about that then. That's going to have to be a separate extractor. Alright, let me craft up an extractor and we'll be right back. And I've gone ahead and crafted up the ultimate extractor. It's actually pretty easy, especially now that I just crafted up a whole bunch of the circuits, but I'm just going to put it right there. And I moved this around a little bit. I have done the input seaweed broth there. I may, depending on my final solution with this, have it piped in directly to like the top from there instead of going through the A system, but don't know about that yet. So I have the output from the centrifuge, so that'll make the seaweed, and that'll go directly into this. And I guess we can do... Right, I was gonna have it back here, didn't I? I changed my mind though. Where do I want to do this? Doesn't really matter. I do need to... Well, I have no clue how fast this is gonna be. Let's hook that up really quick. Oh, that's... Unless... Okay, that's really slow. Holy cow, is that slow? $180 Okay, that's a thing. But this is just going to be continuously running, so I'm not overly concerned about it. This is just, as soon as I get the seaweed, it'll be automatically output into there, and then it'll get turned into this stuff. So I'm not even saving up the seaweed. But, yeah. Alright, that's a thing. I'm going to put that on there. Yeah. So that will process that whole thing. Man, that is going to take a long time. So I need 16 of those, and it's 3 minutes. That's going to take almost an hour before I can get this crafted up. All right, but we got it going. That was the main thing there. Next, we need... Man, some of these recipes are insane. All right, so I do need a mixer. The UV mixer, holy cow. I'm definitely gonna have to take a look at the power. that is for sure, because I definitely think I'm starting to tax my power grid. Although this is only pulling a couple amps. Yeah, and my chicken farm produces way more than this can process, so that's another thing I may have to figure out. How about we... I guess this is all kind of related to the thing. So, it's that... Where is the... Right there. So how do I want to do this? Let's get the raw biomedium, I guess. Oh, it's a mixer. I'm thinking like, no, I was thinking it was, I was trying to decide between the large or small, but that's a chemical reactor. That's not even the mixer. What is the blend? I really wish these didn't all have different names. All right, let me get this crafted up. How many of those? All right, so we're good with that. So, yeah, let me get this crafted up and we'll be right back. And finally I'm back and I've just thrown down a mixer there, a UV1, and connected it to the line that goes under there. And then that I just noticed is not enough. Yeah. Not enough channels, so this really quick. All right, that should be channels there, so let's throw that on. Goes. And then no, that's, yeah, there we go. And then we have 5 for the things there, so we need this mysterious crystal. That stuff. Cosmic neutronium. Tiny pile of that, and then this seaweed. Now the UI unfortunately is messed up on the bigger mixers. I think you can see like there is a slot. They are 9 slots now, but the UI is a little off. So I'm hoping, I guess I could throw some acceleration cards on there, but just probably only need. But how fast is this recipe anyway? 15 seconds. Yeah, it's going to be gated by this anyway, so I don't think we need a thing on it at this point, but we do have a. Oh, I thought it. Oh, there's a crafting card. So now I have a crafting card on there. It should craft up this stuff. There it goes. All right. I'm not gonna worry about that. I don't think it's gonna be. Oh, actually, it's gonna put a stack of cosmic neutronium in there. Oh well. Yeah. So there is the raw bio medium. Obviously, I'm gonna have to wait for this to finish, but once we get that going, just continuously, I think we'll be good. I need to figure out a way to do this, and I am really bad at vanilla kind of redstone stuff and Project Red, and I have no idea. I'm so bad at that stuff. So, I don't know. We'll see if I can come up with something like that. And, yeah, we'll see what else I can do to just basically improve this thing. It is producing more. Yeah, it's producing more stem cells than we're using. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it has to be, because this is only using 16 of the process, but yeah. Oh, and the other thing I need to do is bone. I need to get a whole bunch of, I think I'm going to fill up a whole bunch of corpse plants, I guess. And we'll craft all those up, and yeah. Yeah, see if we can get this producing some of the stuff faster. I think we're basically, I'm just going to have to kind of let this run at this point, and come on, assembly line. Oh. Yeah, because that will produce the, once we get this, we can produce the bio cells. All right, so unfortunately we're going to have to do Right, we're gonna have to do a fluid heater. At least it's a 1-to-1. So that we're gonna have to split up this biomedium, unfortunately. So yeah. But once we get the biocells, did I get ultra? I don't remember. This stuff we pretty much have. Do I have this? No, I probably don't, do I? Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. We do have these, though, so we can just add... Oof. Yeah. I mean, nobody said these things weren't extremely expensive. You do get 16 out of that, though. So, I mean, this is 16. But still. Oof. Expensive, expensive, expensive. At least that's just ZPM. But, alright, and the next thing, another thing I'm going to have to do is figure out my power situation, because I am really starting to tax my power. So that is something else I'm going to have to... Ooh, we are tearing through that as well. Man, lots of stuff we need to do here. Gotta do maintenance and all sorts of stuff. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Next episode, we'll come back and hopefully maybe get some bio-circuit boards gone. And I really want to be able to craft up the Bioware. But yeah, we'll see. I'll have to craft up another circuit assembler as well. I totally forgot about that. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. So thanks for watching and have a good one.